Kiran Gosavi, the witness in the Aryan Khan case, has finally been arrested by the Pune Police. He's been absconding for the last many days, and his arrest is crucial in this case because remember, he's the man whose picture with Aryan Khan, whose selfie with Aryan Khan went viral. There were questions about exactly what his role was, why he was there during the NCB raids. He is being interrogated as we speak by the Pune Police, and exactly what he says will be known perhaps in some time from now, but very, very crucial exactly what his version of events is in this entire case, particularly keeping in mind all that's happened in the last few days with the extortion angle also coming to light, in which another witness speaking to India Today had named Kiran Gosavi and claimed that Gosavi had met with Shah Rukh Khan's manager Pooja Dadlani. All of this happening at a time when Gosavi was in fact absconding, but he's now been taken into custody. Let's in fact take this across to Pankaj Upadhyay. He's joining us live from Mumbai with the latest on this. Pankaj, huge development really in the case. Kiran Gosavi and exactly what he has to say both on the drug case and also on this extortion allegations is going to be very crucial for the investigation.
Yes, Akshita, this is a very big development in the case. Now, what we are also learning from the Pune Police is that KP Gosavi did not surrender in front of the police. In fact, the Pune Police maintains that it was based on their intelligence inputs that they arrested KP Gosavi. KP Gosavi was wanted by the Pune Police in a 2018 cheating case, and he was wanted by the police. He had been evading arrest for a very long time. Of course, we know that KP Gosavi is also an independent witness in the cruise drug bust case, and of course he became the center of controversy after his selfie with Shah Rukh Khan's son Aryan Khan went viral. Many people at that point of time had wanted to understand if he was any NCB official, but then it turned out that he was not an NCB official, and the officials then clarified that he was an independent detective associated with a certain agency, and that he was working as a witness for the Narcotics Control Bureau. But even then, his proximity and his role at the NCB officials and his conduct, of course, had raised many doubts. But now that he has been arrested, his arrest is so very crucial, not just for the cases that are against him in Pune and other parts of Maharashtra, but also because of the sensational extortion charge that has been labelled by his so-called bodyguard Prabhakar Sail. Was he in touch with Shah Rukh Khan's manager? Was he in touch with any other people? How true is the entire extortion charge that has been leveled? Of course, we know that the vigilance team from from Delhi has flown down to Mumbai to verify these charges. Maharashtra government has also initiated a probe against Wankhede. So KP Gosavi's statement, what he has to say now, his presence was so very important. He had been fleeing from pillar to post, saying that he wants to surrender. Finally, he has been arrested, and his arrest is very, very crucial for the cruise drug bust case and other allegations that have been leveled also by Nawab Malik.
And we will also explain to you why KP Gosavi matters. Here's a man who's not part of the Narcotics Control Bureau and yet was there when the raid happened. And there is, of course, that footage of him ushering Aryan Khan inside amid all of the media cameras. So there are a lot of questions about what his role was in this entire case. We also spoke to Kiran Gosavi last night just before he was arrested by the Pune Police. Here's what he had to say about the slew of allegations against him, particularly in light of the new extortion charges that have been leveled.
The allegations leveled against you by some of the youth of Pune as well as Palghar as well as some from South India and also one from Delhi, that you have cheated them financially, promising them that they would be getting jobs in Malaysia. That never happened.
First of all, sir, whatever the Pune case is there, in which the Pune Police has been looking for lookout notice, means they had issued a lookout notice for me. So in that case, already I sent this fellow named Chinmay Deshmukh in 2018. So when he went there in Malaysia, after 8 days, he completed his half of the process of job permit. And at the time of medical, his medical report came as a negative. So I asked him to wait for 2-3 days more. So he directly done the ticket by himself and he ran away from the place and he came back.
So, Gosavi, they're denying any wrongdoing, denying all of the charges that have been leveled against him. But as I mentioned, exactly who is Kiran Gosavi, what was his role in this entire case, is something that the police will also look to unearth. Pankaj is still with us. And Pankaj, you know, you've been highlighting why Gosavi and his interrogation is so crucial in this case. Now, there have been a lot of questions about his role. What was he doing with Aryan Khan? Why was he, in fact, taking Aryan Khan away the moment he was detained? What was the conversation that he was having with Aryan using his phone? All of those are questions that perhaps we'll get answers to now.
And of course, and the very concerns, the doubts that have been raised also have raised a big question mark on credibility of the Narcotics Control Bureau and the various officials as well, and has also drawn a big question mark on the entire drug bust case. Also because Cabinet Minister Nawab Malik from a very long time has now been emphasizing that the entire drug bust case was a fake case and that specific people were targeted, and that it was a pre-planned move. So when a cabinet minister says such a thing, of course, you know, that has to be taken very, very seriously. And of the various pictures and videos that went viral, many quarters raised questions. One, of course, on the credibility of a punch witness, realizing that he already had many cases in Maharashtra. Many question how is he a punch witness at all? And of course his proximity, mainly his proximity to Samir Wankhede, and also his conduct. How was he carrying the arrested accused inside the Narcotics Control Bureau? How was he freely moving in and out of the Narcotics Control Bureau? That raised a lot of questions. And then, of course, the sensational charge that was leveled by Prabhakar Sel, who says that he is the bodyguard of KP Gosavi and that he was the one who was doing a deed to the extent of 25 crores so as to free Aryan Khan from the various charges. So sensational claims have been made. Of course, as I said, Nawab Malik has also been in the forefront, leveling serious allegations, not just against Samir Wankhede, but the conduct of the NCB officials as well. He's drawn big question mark on the independent witnesses as well. And now, we saw because of the pressure that was built in, it became a question of the credibility of the NCB, that a 5-member vigilance team had to come down to Mumbai and initiate a probe as well. And we know, Akshita, how Samir Wankhede has been questioned yesterday for 4 hours and various details have been sought. Of course, we know that he will continue to lead the investigation of the drug bust case. But the fact remains now the Maharashtra government has also jumped in. An initial inquiry has also been initiated. So the game is far from over. But this is a big development now that KP Gosavi, the independent witness, has been arrested in the case. And his statement taking what he has to say about the charges and the allegations are so going to be very, very important and crucial to the entire case.